The XRP database includes CME futures, which were added not long ago. Not everyone was aware of the complete impact the volume it generated, or the implications for XRP's future. I did the math, and in today's video I'll show you all the hard facts to prove how incredible this is. It piqued my interest in XRP and its potential uses, and the implications for institutional adoption of this. After seeing the figures in this video, I believe you will all share my sentiment. Kindly hit the like button. For the benefit of those who are confused, let's have a conversation about continuing medical education (CME). As far as derivatives trading platforms go, none are more prominent than the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group (CME). How is this relevant to XRP? Well, XRP futures and micro XRP futures were added to their markets on May 19. Everyone knows that XRP is a fantastic cryptocurrency, and this provided institutional investors with secure entry points. It was a major shift, and I discussed it on, but it demonstrates that XRP is attracting interest from large and small investors alike. I didn't know much about the institution's usage of it or the implications for XRP's future until recently, but I've learned a lot more now. First, though, I'd like to go over a few of the analytics and tools at our disposal. Simply put, their analysis and pricing tools can assist you in developing and refining your XRP trading strategies. This is crucial for XRP, as you may be aware. A rural strategy analytics tool and price history are available to them. The report details the long and short market positions as well as their evolution through time. Traders can use this to their advantage by seeing the current number of open longs and shorts. A number of Solana varieties have been. First, we need to look at the volume numbers of the XRP derivatives and the Solana derivatives to determine which one is moving more quickly. Institutions clearly prefer Solana over XRP if its growth rate is significantly higher, but my interpretation of the numbers revealed something quite different, which we will discuss later. First things first, in a second. There were numerous deals struck, but relatively few actual purchases or sales, as you can see by scrolling down. This is due to the fact that these businesses rely heavily on micro XRP futures. This allows institutions to fine-tune their exposure without taking on excessive debt by allowing smaller portfolios to have exact risk management. The source of a significant portion of the total amount is evident here. Their precise impact on the XRP ledger, however, remains unknown. You can find all of the reported trade amounts from the first day of trading here. More than $19 million was exchanged in May 1819, and a blog trade was cleared by Hidden Road. Both standard XRP futures worth 50,000 XRP each, and micro XRP futures worth 2,500 XRP each were part of these deals. For instance, there are 106 micro contracts with a value of approximately 1 million XRP each, 4 standard contracts with the value of 480,000 XRP each, and trading volume supposedly exceeded 10 million XRP on day 2, though some sources indicate that it decreased to approximately 7 million XRP in the days that followed. An XRP volume of approximately 2 million was reported for a single day. A total of 235 XRP were exchanged through 4,000 standard contracts and 100,000 micro contracts. It's already decent, and it gets even better when compared to other digital currencies. Institutional interest has increased, driving up the value of XRP, as shown by the $19 million first-day volume and subsequent trading activity. A less volatile XRP price is possible in more liquid regulated markets like CME. This happened with Bitcoin when these futures contracts were made public some time ago. They significantly affected Bitcoin's stability. The release of the ETFs also caused a previously unseen spike in total volume. Ever since Bitcoin's full launch, CME's futures have been settled using the CME CFXRP dollar reference rate. Using this transparent metric, we can locate the best deals and guarantee that the current XRP market price is consistent with bank practices. As a result of the high volume of early purchases, XRP price optimism pervaded X posts. Not everyone was sure whether future ETFs. The next logical step would be to get approvals, wouldn't you agree? The fact that institutions are making use of CME futures contracts is encouraging, but surely ETF approvals are more significant. Since this is the beginning of a long process, it will undoubtedly be fruitful. So as you can see, I wanted to know how other cryptocurrency options were faring. The daily volume of Bitcoin futures contracts was 198,000, an 83% increase, or approximately $251,000 worth of contracts were put out for bid, with a total value of $21,800,000,000. Settlement was based on the CME CF Ether dollar reference rate, and each contract was worth around 50 ETs. The value of one micro Ether contract was approximately 0. The 11.3 billion Ether that changed hands in Q12025, spread out over 3 months, had a significant impact on CME. We're competing with Ethereum, but XRP averages 19 to 10 million daily transactions, so that's good. Our market strength becomes apparent when you add it up over a quarter. That's insanity. By the way, Solana is yet another coin that I'm sure many of you are curious about. What sets XRP apart from Solana, for instance? Compared to the 19 million XRP it had on launch day, the notional value of Solana futures has grown by 705 million, which is significantly less. Solana has a lower value than XRP. Many people are curious about Solana's future plans, and you as an institution should be aware of this. The reason behind this is that Solana is attracting a lot of attention, and Sol is quickly becoming a popular blockchain. Despite Ethereum's larger market capitalization, I believe many of you should be pleased about the increased interest in XRP. Rubis, exciting news, XRP has finally caught up to Ethereum and is even outpacing Solana in terms of speed. If the CME contract achieves Ethereum level volume in the first quarter, which is worth billions of dollars, I think you should be very excited. What excites me is that it will lead to widespread adoption of XRP and contribute to price stability. XRP's value has dropped from 2.35 per coin in mid-May to 2.115 per coin today. In all candor, the price has remained relatively unchanged over the past few days. Even though XRP's price is likely to fall even further, finding a long-term solution is still crucial, isn't it? The XRP price will remain relatively unaffected by these futures until they materialize. Nonetheless, it is easy to see how they impacted Bitcoin's price. Initially, the price didn't change much when Bitcoin ETFs, CME futures, and other things were released. But as time passed and once more institutions learned about the benefits of these contracts, it was evident that they caused the price of Bitcoin to rise. We are still awaiting the arrival of ETFs as the most crucial component of this puzzle for XRP.